Welcome to the property chat with me, K to the Kagiso. This is one of the videos that is unscripted, unplanned, and it's just me venting out because I'm sad, because I'm mad. And why am I sad? And why am I mad? Why am I angry like I am? Even though I don't look angry, but I am. Well, if anybody beats me in the property purchasing process, man, it makes me angry. Sometimes I'm like, when I'm like, then it means it was not for me. No, but I'm angry. So I wanted to buy a house. Go Kagiso, go Chief, and the house was listed. See the pictures. I'll put in the pictures in there so you can see. The house was listed 2 February, and the house was sold, I think, the 6th or the 7th of February. So the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The house stayed in the market. The house stayed in the market for basically 5 days. 5 days, and I wanted to buy it cash. Because that house, it was definitely a cash buyer, not a mortgage buyer. And somebody bet me to it, and I'm crazily mad. I'm mad. So this house go more what's it called? Chief Mohale just close to the mall. The house was selling price. The house was selling for. Let me talk about things that I see, man. Because I'm venting, I'm mad, I want to be accurate. Yeah, I'm feeling like that. So the house was okay. The house was selling for 290,000, and then the land, the house is 200 square. The land, the yard, the 1 bedroom was RDP house. Go Chief Mohale, and the rate and taxes, it had a solar, was listed 2 February, and then 6th was out. Is those attached houses, like those. We had this RDPs long time, and then they disappeared, and then now they back. So those attached houses, and it's a good location. That's what I meant. It's a prime time Kasi location. That's what I meant. And it's gone, man. It's gone. It's gone. It's over here. They say it's sold. The house is sold. I'll put the screen there. And this made me think about it. It made me think about it. That before this property is a cash buyer. It is not a bond, because a bond will take you about 21 days to get approved. If someone buys that house in 5 days, then that was a cash buyer. They bought it cash, no bond. Bond, they were still going to wait, assess, and this checking, all it's taking forever. So it made me reflect about Kagiso as a whole. What's happening with Kagiso? Kagiso, it's just taking you back on how we are where we are with Kagiso. Why do we have the Kagiso that we have? Remember, Kagiso, most people were in Krugersdorp or in Leppersvlei, then they had to move, and then they were, because of the apartheid government, right? We had to live based on our skin colors. Then they went to Lusham, then they pushed them back, then we finally had Kagiso. By then, Kagiso was small because we had Chamdos and like Kodimgago Lusham. And we had that place, right? And it now grew, and it 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 grew. I think at the moment where we are, Kagiso cannot go any further. It has reached the growth stage. If you look at Kakoleraton from extension 12 and extension 14, they had RDPs. We are extension 13 now. There's plans to fill it up until to Leraton, where it meets the other side. What's the other side? When you're from Rodipot, I've forgotten the place. But it cannot grow any further. Going to Lusham, you can't go to Lusham. We have Soul City and other things. And then going to the left, we have Leraton. We have the other place when you go to Westgate. And going to Ramfontein side, we cannot grow to that side. Because they've just built a, They've just built Chief Mohale, and Chief Mohale with all those bond houses, and then Gintwe, and then going back to Block Extension 12 with Monandine, and Monandine is part of Tebiso. Like, Kagiso cannot grow to any direction. If Kagiso has to grow, then Kagiso has to grow up, like going high, skyscrapers. So that's one of the things that makes it exciting. That he has reached that growth span. Is it growth span? It reached that growth span. It cannot grow any further. But what's quite exciting, even the growth. If you drive from Chamdo, you pass Lerato and you go straight. If you do not know, you will never see the difference, the separation between Kagiso, Tebiso, and Soweto. It's just like one big location, but it does separate at some point. That's how it has grown, and it's connected to Soweto, man. But all of this, there's people that were born go Kagiso, and there's people that are still coming to Kagiso, like me. I'm one of the people that were not born in Kagiso, but was born go Orient Mahalisburg. And then finally we moved over to Kagiso, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm always talking about it, investing in there. So people coming from outside, as people who grew up in Kagiso, they want to have houses in Kagiso, they want to have their children in Kagiso, they want to maintain the culture. For a whole lot of reasons, they still want their people to be in Kagiso, their children and children to be in Kagiso. Some, of course, they are moving, some they are not. So what made Kagiso stands out? What makes it stand out? Kagiso, man, it has its own services. For instance, Kagiso has the Kagiso Mall, it has Kagiso Court. Services are there, the license department, there's hospital, there's food areas, there's taverns, library. There's a lot of services in there, body fendal cover, all these parlors, they are there. Services are there in Kagiso. And then we have a lot of workplaces. Chamdo, I've mentioned Chamdos, where they do a lot of different manufacturing things. They make there's tile manufacturing company, there's brewery, there's bed shops, there's steel shops, there's a lot of things in there. So what does that mean? It means work opportunities are there, and we have mines around. That's why we have a lot of people staying in there. So it's always going. So now I think what Kagiso has made key demand and supply, and there's a lot of people there, and there's no much houses. There's no enough houses for people to rent out and to buy. So that's another point. And another point is Kagiso is well positioned. If you look at it, Kagiso properly, it's like it's positioned in the center. We have access to Jozi. You take one taxi to Jozi, straight you're there. Then you go to the other side, Ramfontein. You have access to Rustenburg if you want to go to Rustenburg. Soweto is just behind the corner of mentioned Soweto. There's Azadville, there's Krugersdorp. So it's well positioned. And the other point is future developments. I've mentioned future developments. Housing are still coming in, but there's no enough space. I think there's only one thing that they need to do. It's part of the plan. That go Lerato, like when you're from Tebiso, driving from Soweto to Tebiso, before you reach Lerato, the space is still empty, but houses are coming in there, which will connect to Extension 13. If you want to see all of this in detail, go to the library, go to Town Hall, go Krugersdorp, and see the plan. It's coming. So it will not grow as big as we want. As big as, and it will be the end of Kagiso growth. Shopping, we have access to shopping, man. Once there's a lot of people, they earning, they have money, they need to spend their money. Where are they going to spend their money? There's Westgate, there's Key West, there's a lot of malls go Ramfontein, and even go Mohlakeng, that was just built. There's Clearwater Mall, there's Maponya Mall, there's a lot of malls go Kagiso and Soweto. Not Kagiso. A lot of malls go Soweto that you have access to, your Maponya, your Jabulani, and the Protea Glen malls. At a point, schools, there's a lot of schools go Kagiso. Schools everywhere. But what's quite interesting is I drove to Soweto Project Land and I saw there's Kuro, there's Sparks, private schools. But in Kagiso, we do not have private school yet. I guess that's another opportunity to explore why we're not having a private school. Probably Kuro, probably my own school, KG Academy, private school, Kagiso. Man, we don't know. Anything is possible. And opportunities are endless for us investors. For you and me, people who want to invest in Kagiso, for instance, the backrooms, which I love, because there's a lot of people, few properties, supply and demand is crazy. So you can have your backrooms. And just to check Kagiso out, check Kagiso out. Because I was home and I did driving proper backrooms at the Bachelor Pad, they are not yet there compared to Soweto. If you drive, go Soweto from property land and you go to all those extensions, you will see that people are buying houses and they just build up so they can have the backrooms. Kagiso is not like that. With my drive, I think I saw 3. That was 2024, around August, was 3. And I think maybe when I go back at June, July, there will be more than 3. There will be lots of them. Let's see about that. It's a crazy opportunity. And another thing is, because we do not have land anymore to build houses, the plan is to go high. Maybe go 3, maybe go 4, maybe build skyscrapers, because there's no land anymore. We don't know what the restrictions, the height restrictions are in Kagiso at the moment. But man, we cannot be going sideways. We can only go up. Why? Because we're out of land. And what happens is Modimo, Ramasedi, God doesn't build any land anymore. The land we have for Kagiso, we've exhausted it, and that's it. So what's my point about venting? I mentioned a lot of things in not chronological order, not in which one is better, which one is not better, which one comes first, which one is not. I've mentioned a lot of things, but mentioning all of these things, I'm basically saying that there's a lot of opportunities, and I think Kagiso is one of those prime land, prime areas, prime townships for South Africa in the West Rand. Okay, let me say it properly. I think, I'm going to put it here, I think on record, today, Kagiso is one of the prime townships in the West Rand. That I'm saying it. What you guys think? Am I just blabbing or not? Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely going to enjoy this one. And we will see you on the next one. Go get those properties one time.